Pancake Day.
So we thought we'd give you a little bit of an insight as to what our evening entailed on this fabulous Shrove Tuesday. And here is one that we prepared earlier.
Very nice. That's Liv's. I've already eaten mine, so I couldn't wait. As you could see as I was making it earlier. Had good fun. So, why are we talking about pancakes on Pancake Day when obviously it can't be that healthy? Well, boom. Protein pancakes. This is what Liv's eating currently at the moment. Macro-wise, 26 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs, and just over 3 grams of fat. So it's not too bad. And as you saw in the video before, as I was making it, it's simply 2 scoops alongside a bit of water, chucked into the pan.
Doesn't take that long to cook.
No, and it came out really thick, which was quite nice. I know obviously I was using a smaller pan, but it stayed together a lot easier than sometimes when you make pancakes.
Yeah, it didn't break at all.
And alongside, obviously, we have gone for the healthy option. So we've gone for bananas, 1 banana, cut up a couple of strawberries. Liv's gone for honey. I went for the 0 calories, 0 sugar, salted caramel, which was a little bit runny. I was a bit annoyed. I was hoping it'd be a bit thicker, but yeah, it came out a bit runny, but it flavoured it lovely. The actual protein pancake flavour itself is golden syrup, and it was actually really quite nice. So really off the top of my head, you're looking at, so protein-wise, with the Greek yogurt as well, you're probably looking up towards about 30 grams of protein. The carb-wise, you're probably, with the banana itself, maybe looking at about 40 grams of carbs. And in fact, just very little fat in there, maybe like 5 grams of fat, 6 grams of fat, so it's not much. So really, that's not a bad sort of little treat to yourself on such a special day like Pancake Day.
It's all about in moderation as well. Yeah. Like, don't go eat like 10 pancakes is not ideal.
There is no healthy dessert. There is just a healthy portion of a dessert, that's all. So, yeah, you could have a chocolate brownie if you want, if you worked hard to earn that in the sense of having a healthy day of eating, but you couldn't have 3 or 4. It just wouldn't be healthy. There's no way I can talk around that. That's not going to be healthy. So, something like this where we are trying to limit on your carbohydrates, limit on the fats, the sugars is the main area, but then getting the benefit of having quite a high protein dessert, which isn't a very common thing. It's a great meal.
So on the back of this, we thought we'd give you a bit of an update as to what's going on with regards to our training and competition prep. With regards to my half marathon training.
Only 2 weeks away, guys. It's Cambridge Half Marathon, if anyone else is running it. You might have seen Liv doing a bit of training around Saffron Walden, doing her laps, of which I was very proud because she did her first big run by herself, because we've done a lot of training over the last sort of half a year, 3/4 of a year.
I started in June, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a long time together, and she went for a 12-mile run by herself.
I did.
It was very early. It was like 8 o'clock or something, 9 o'clock in the morning.
I left at 7:30, thank you.
Yeah, very early in the morning. I was still working, so I couldn't help, couldn't support.
It was hard. It was really hard. It was hard finding the motivation. I called Ben at one point and asked him to come pick me up. But I got through it and I didn't feel too bad. Before then, we'd been away skiing. So the last run, like big run, significant run that I did.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a 9-miler and
that was a wet day as well.
Yeah, that was the one that we got soaked on. You probably saw it on our story. If you didn't, I'll put it in the highlights just so you can have your own little chuckle. But I became really quite ill after that. Quite quickly, like I'm talking like same evening, like just before going back to work. I don't know what happened, but I literally could not stop like shivering. I even got in the shower and that wasn't warming me up. And then
faint as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I collapsed, and then out of nowhere I just vomited everywhere.
Not nice.
So we were like, okay, well maybe I just like got a bit of a chill. You know, it's afternoon. It's already been quite a busy day. One off, didn't think nothing of it. Then I ran the 12-miler by myself, and again, it wasn't too bad because I left without breakfast because there wasn't enough time to consume that, let it go down and then run. So I was able to get some sugar back in me with my porridge and my pear and stuff like that, but I didn't feel 100% for the day.
No.
And then last night I literally went for a run.
6 miles.
It was 6 miles. 6 miles wasn't anything out of the norm. The only thing was it was a little bit later. I went with the running club after work, and
just came back to it on the floor.
I have never felt so unwell.
Just laying on the floor. Just apparently that's better than the bed.
Well, I was wet because it'd been raining, so actually I thought of the fresh sheets.
So,
thank you.
So I had to hand feed her jelly babies,
Which
straight into the mouth basically, just
which
to get
whilst
sugar.
on competition prep probably isn't the most.
No, so another
pleasurable
testing
job.
of my life so far.
Just trying to get my blood sugar back up. I don't know what happened. I literally felt like I had a bath plug on my foot, and someone had just opened it, and everything in my body was just literally flowing out. Like, I felt so drained, so cold that I was like vigorously shivering without control. I was still able to like talk, but I was literally like shaking. I got in the shower, couldn't get warm. I put fleece pajamas on. Like, look, like it's not cold in where we live. I'm absolutely content. I was in fleece pajamas,
and then passed out.
Yeah.
So I was just doing my thing, tidying up, cooking.
He thought I was in a different room because I literally just like died over the edge of the sofa. So I've taken on some research, and Dr. Google served me well. I think I'm gonna die. But I don't know, I think it might just be a combination of a few things. I do feel pretty run down at the moment. Everything's just a bit full on, potentially burning the candle at both ends, which isn't ideal. But I'm definitely going to make a bit more of a conscious effort to consume more fluids. I did that 12-mile run without a single drink, single bit of energy, and I'd just woken up. All I did was put the horses in the field and then come back. So I think I'm going to try and get a little bit more like pre-race. I'd had a substantial lunch. I didn't really think anything of it, but I think potentially like just my sugars. I've cut sugar out of like tea and coffee now, so I've gone proper cold turkey. And apart from like the fruit in the morning, I wouldn't say I consume overly that much, and I think that's definitely taken a toll on my body. So I'm probably not going to be able to do it in the most healthiest way. Like, I'm going to put it out there, I'm probably going to eat some like jelly babies before a run, maybe one every mile just to get me through, and then a couple at the end. Really take on like some isotonic, like Lucozade drinks or something like that to help. But yeah, it's been a bit of a battle that I'm just trying to find my way. So if anyone else is experiencing it and has nailed it, please message our YouTube channel or our Instagram page, because I really could do with the advice. And if not, and you're struggling with it and I seem to conquer it, then I'll be sure to let you guys know.
So like Liv said there, we are going to attack Cambridge Marathon with a sort of method of how we're going to approach it. In my view, I do feel like she's fit enough and strong enough to smash a new PB on there, but if this is on the back of her mind, mentally she could be struggling. So we are going to try to get those jelly babies in, maybe like 2 or 3 every mile as you run along, even if she doesn't need it, just to keep those sugar levels up so we're not waiting for it to kick in, but we're almost getting there before it does. And I said I'm happy with a nice big bag for them in my pocket to use for her, plus that sort of Lucozade sport type drink, that just a little bit of sugar just to keep ticking along, because you can get water on these events, but just keep that sugar levels up throughout the whole time, because her biggest weakness is the 8-mile point, when I know full well she can smash it, because we ran through 9 miles of horribleness of rain, and could have been snow, we hate that much, and she smashed it. So if we can sort of take away the mindset of it's going to be horrible because of the sugar levels, and we can then add those in, then hopefully she'll forget that we've gone past 8 miles and smashed the whole half marathon. So, and
if I'm getting a jelly baby every mile, then all I've got to do is consume 13 jelly babies, so I easily can count that down, and that is definitely a good goal.
So yeah, so we are looking forward to it. I do think she will beat her time. I think we're aiming towards that, between the 2 and a 2:10 out time. I think, what did we get last time?
2:15.
2:15. So definitely.
I am not a runner, and my training age is about 6 months. So wish me luck.
But no, she will do absolutely fine. So she is smashing her training.
Thanks.
So the second part of this is all about my prep for my competition, which is about, if we're watching it now, I think 38, 39 days away. So not as if I'm counting. And it's going really well. Weight-wise, I am 8 kilos down from when I first started. Overall goal is about 12, but it's all that sort of give and take. I don't know how I'm going to look, but that's what I'm using as my target. Food-wise, going really well. Not having any sort of fail days. I've had sort of refeed days, where I'm just having a little bit more carbs or a bit more protein than normally.
But I think as well, those refill days, they've been more circumstantial rather than like, oh God, I really need to eat something different. It's been more that we're doing something, or like last week we were in London, so we still ate healthy. We had Turkish food for lunch, and then we went to Steak and Co for dinner and had just like meat and salad again. But obviously, you know, you don't really track it as well as you do at home and stuff. So it's not been like you've been gorging because you've been like, oh,
no,
sod it, I'm just gonna go wild. It's all just been like through.
And it's been lucky because actually every time we've gone to some sort of event, I've actually been in front of progress. So when we went to London, I hit the 8 kilo mark, and that was sort of a week and a half ahead of when I should be. So I felt like I had the flexibility to do it, and that's the main thing with refeed days. When you either do it when you're losing weight a little bit too quickly, or if you feel like you're plateauing and your body actually needs a bit of a boost to stay relaxed, you can lose weight by giving it a little bit more calories. So that was last week. That was pretty much my last one. I don't think I have any more now going up to the show because I want to be keeping clean, and it's going to be getting harder to lose that weight.
So from now until then, I am literally on my ones, loving life. I've got girls' weekend because now he's being proper boring.
Not boring, healthy. Healthy is the word.
Nah, I'm super proud.
So at this moment, because I'm hitting those 8 kilo target, I'm now sort of plateaued a little bit. So I've changed up my diet. And the main and simple way to describe this is carb cycling, where basically you're just mixing up high, low and medium carb days. And this is just basically to cheat the body. It makes it feel like it can relax on a high carb day, and then you lose weight on the low carb days. So it's a little bit of a challenge to keep on top of it, but it's a very simple way of doing. So that's going to be my method for the next 30 odd days, and I think I'm on track. I've done a couple of posing classes and I feel a lot more confident. And yeah, I've gone into this competition just wanting to tick off the bucket list, and I feel the way I'm going and the effort I put into it, I want to be challenging for some sort of placement. If it's the top 5, the top 3, I'd love to say I could win it, but I have no idea who else is in this competition, but I feel confident. And if I look back at this, I think it's an amazing achievement for myself. I've never really done this before. If I do it again, I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my physique as clean cut as possible, with a little bit of change of nutrition, but keeping a good structure after all. Because what's the point of doing this all if I then build all the way back on again? It's not fun. So that is our life currently at the moment. Because to be fair, you've actually gone with us in this whole journey. We started this YouTube channel this year, and our whole sort of real challenge towards each of our runs have been throughout this time. So it's been nice to actually share it with you, and we thought we'd give you a bit of an update, really.
Okay, that is the end of episode 7. We hope you guys really enjoyed our pancake themed and update of our lives episode. Like always, if you've got any questions, any topics that you want us to cover in the forthcoming weeks, then please do comment on the feed below. You can also like and subscribe to our channel. Please do that and be the first to watch, because it always gets posted on YouTube before our Instagram.
Yeah. But if you do want to speak to us, if you do enjoy the content, please go visit our Instagram page. We always post loads up there, especially when we know the videos are coming out, and then after to make sure we see how you guys, if you enjoyed it or not, and what you want to see next. But otherwise, just do stay tuned. We do hope you're enjoying it.
Indeed. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you here again next week.
See you later,
Bye.
guys.